So you go through all of these challenges, and I have to say it's so lonely in the media industry because you're pitted against each other, so you don't really have a support system of women who you can confide in, kind of like say, hey, I went through this, and chances are they've gone through it as well. Luckily, I had Linda Nyangweso, I had Caroline Itoko. So those are people who could fight on my behalf and could be there for me in those moments. So it's important to build community, even when you go for auditions. What you're facing in terms of emotions, not the situation. The chances are the next woman, young woman, is feeling inadequate, is scared, is feeling the same emotions as you. And if you can be that spark that starts a community, even if you don't get the job, even if she gets it and you don't, or whatever, where you start building this community, it will really help you emotionally, and it will help anybody else who belongs in that community. Because when I was being those sexual advances, I didn't have anybody to talk to. Because now that was happening off the clock. So who do I go to? If I go to this agency, that means now I'm blacklisted. I'll never get a job again with them. So it's building those pockets of community that you can go back to kind of refuel, because those things break you. They really do break you. It doesn't mean you're weak. Any human will feel some type of way when you go through those things. But the community will hold you together, and that's where then solution starts to be built. And I'll tell you, even when we had the incidents with Homeboys and my, Shafi, my previous co-host, saying a lot of inappropriate things about women, I didn't know I'd built such a community around me. I had women calling me to say, hey, you used to work with him, are you okay? It was so shocking to me, and I was just like, okay, women are magical. Like, how are you checking up on me? I was like, whoa, bless your hearts. And lawyers who were saying, okay, this is what CAK, Communications, or CA, Communications Authority says. This is how we write this. I've written this up, it's on a Google sheet. Can you guys check it out? Let's open a WhatsApp group. That's how important community is. And in those spaces, if you can build them, it will be very important for you. My experience in media, very lonely. I didn't have very many people to confide in, or who I could trust enough to confide in, and it ended up being very heavy.